Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome to George Washington High School here at George Washington's Steve Edwards Senior Field for the kickoff of the 2024 high school football season in West Virginia. It's about 2 hours later than expected due to some inclement weather that rolled through the Kanawha Valley about 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago really, and has pushed our start time back to 9:30, but we're ready to kick off the 2024 season here at George Washington High School as the Patriots of GW get set to take on the St. Albans Red Dragons. Patriots knocked off the Red Dragons last year, 77-0. Red Dragons hoping for a better result this season after a 1-9 record last year. The Patriots going 6-5 last season with a playoff loss. We'll talk more about the matchup between the Patriots and the Red Dragons here in just a moment on High School Game Day. We're back right after this. In here, Steve Edwards Senior Field at George Washington High School. I want to apologize for some technical issues that we're dealing but that rain that blew through quite hard and seemingly out of nowhere. I mean, they expected it to rain today, but I don't think they anticipated it to rain that hard today. But we definitely needed it in the area as we are in the midst of a drought. Adam Rogers, Will Vance, happy to have you with us this evening on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media. Again, we are dealing with some technical issues, so we want to apologize for that, but our producer-director, Ethan Young, doing everything in his power that he physically can to keep things going for you. So you may run out of a camera a few times tonight, so just want to make certain that that's clear to all of our viewers. So fortunately for us, we kind of call this like a radio broadcast, so you don't really miss too much. You just don't see the video when we call things. But, Will, exciting to be back at a football game here in high school for the 2024 season kicking off tonight, a day early, as the rest of most of the rest of the state will kick off tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a really big season. You know, every team has a lot of expectation coming into a season. This season we also have the added factor of the reclassification, everything.
Yeah,
that kind of
Quad A in West Virginia for the first time in high school football.
As a George Washington, a newly minted 4A school, somehow the only one in Kanawha County, but there's been some back and forth on who belongs in what classification the past couple months. But for St. Albans, coming off of a disappointing last year, they've got the new coach coming in, Derek Stotts, bring a lot of energy. It's apparent even just from talking to people in the organization and people in the community, and even looking across right now at a pretty decent student section that came. It's not a far distance, but when you lost by 70 points last year, it doesn't necessarily inspire confidence. But it's their season opener too, and on the other side, the Patriots, I'm always hoping to make a deep run in the playoffs any given year, and with the way 4A is shaped up, seems like they'll be in the playoffs regardless.
Yeah, they will be in the playoffs regardless with that new Class 4A. It was supposed to be 25 teams in Class 4A, and then the appeals process went through that actually started back in February, and then ultimately 11 teams were pulled out, 9 teams were pulled out of Class 4A, dropped down to Class AAA. So there are 16 teams in Class 4A this season, the inaugural season of its classification here in
Quite so literally as the 16 4A schools will be this year.
And there were only 25 last year in Class AAA, and all but 9 made the playoffs then. The turf, scooped up by Caden Riggin. Riggin going to return from far side, near side to far side, and he is on offense in this new Derek Stotts era of Red Dragon football. In the all-white tonight, back at quarterback is number 2, Deuce McLean, the senior. He'll be joined in that shotgun by Deshaun Stotts. Pick up there on the opening play of the game for St. Albans. Start things if you're the Red Dragons. One play, one first down. Couldn't draw it up any better.
Yeah, especially considering it's one of those kind of more basic plays that you might not expect get a huge gain off of. A good way to build some confidence here early in this first drive for a team that has a lot of new players.
1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. McLean takes a shotgun snap, hands off to Stotts. Stotts going to run off the right side, and he'll be bottled up around the line of scrimmage. Grant Aldrich coming in to help finish him off. Great pursuit there coming from the defensive line as well for the Patriots. Braden Lude coming in. Can't get the sack, but does force the incompletion and forces 3rd down.
Pass from the Patriots defense, tried to run out to his left side, but then had pressure from there too, just had to get rid of it.
Patriot defense trying to force a 3rd down stop after giving up a 1st down on the opening play of the drive. Trying to get the Red Dragons offense that Patriot defense after he turned up field and got across. Short gain, but it'll bring up 4th down for the Red Dragons, and they'll send out the punt unit. After a 4-yard pickup on that catch Hamilton across midfield at the 50, down inside the 40 and inside the 35, and he's forced out of bounds around the 33-yard line. There is a flag down back at the 42, so we'll see. Probably going to be coming back against the Patriots in the vicinity of a hold.
Yeah,
but a great play by the Patriots regardless.
Yeah, it can be kind of scary when kind of the up back grabs it. A lot of times the the coaching staff doesn't actually want you to do that, but he did a great job of snatching it out of the air, finding some open space, and pending this flag, putting his team well inside of the 35-yard line.
Again, want to apologize to our viewers. We are dealing with some technical issues, but again, our producer-director, Ethan Young, doing everything he can to keep this thing going for you guys, even if it is just Will and I talking to you old school style like radio. So, again, we call it like this for a reason, and you never know what happens with the video. And fortunately, we've got a bang-up crew that's putting everything behind them as they try to figure this out. That hold will push the Patriots back into their own territory at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Patriots to start the 2024 season, right near midfield. Had to bring an offensive lineman out late, though. Hayden Hinkle will get the start in the 2024 season at quarterback for the Patriots. He and Cy Persinger listed as or at the quarterback spot for GW this year. Persinger the junior, Hinkle the senior. Hinkle will hand it off to Savion Brown, the former Capital player, played for the Patriots last season. Was injured most of the year. On the opening play of the drive, he picks up 9. Great opening play there for Savion Brown. We saw some of the explosiveness that Brown had last year, Will, but didn't get to see it until late in the season because, again, he was recovering from that leg injury, and then when he started to get some of those carries, you really saw the explosiveness that he had.
Yeah, a lot of potential in this young man. Real exciting player, really good in space. Like I said, last year, had injury issues, plus just a real surplus of talent in the backfield for the Patriots. But a combination of him being healthy, things thinned out. Now he's looks to be the feature back in this offense, and excited to see what he can do in this role.
And now a timeout for the Patriots on 2nd and 1 in Red Dragon territory. That stops the clock with 9:47 to go in the opening quarter. Still scoreless, as this is the Patriots' first offensive series after forcing the punt on the Red Dragons' opening series of this contest. Again, starting about 2 hours late because of the rain that came through in the area a couple of hours ago, and that's why we're having some technical issues as well right now. So, again, our crew doing everything they can to try to keep things going for you so we can bring you this broadcast this evening. Can't say enough about the hard work that our crew does, honestly. But these Patriots and Red Dragons are ready to go again on the opening offensive series for the Patriots.
And after the last play, the Patriots called that timeout after some motions in the backfield, maybe just trying to feel out what or how the Red Dragons defense will respond to certain things. Let's see if they can benefit from what they learned.
Hinkle hands it off, almost falls before he gets the handoff off, but able to get it to Savion Brown, and Brown's breaking it down the sideline. He is going to come up just short of the goal line by a couple of yards, but there's that burst of speed from Savion Brown. Cuts it from the right side of the line all the way back across the left and down the sideline inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, great job there to find that cutback lane and make the most of it. I'm sure he wished he could have got a couple more yards, but he may get the opportunity here coming up.
1st and goal from the 4 for the Patriots. And that play could have been a disaster. Hayden Hinkle slipped on the turf as he was trying to make that handoff to Savion Brown, but was able to get out of his hands and into the midst of Brown. Came up just a few yards shy of a touchdown. Hinkle under center now. Turns, hands off to the back. Flores fighting his way forward, trying to punch across the goal line, and he's going to come up just shy. A 3-yard pickup there for Gunnar Flores. Really kind of a do-all type player for the Patriot team.
Yeah, it's definitely been
H-back.
Really been a mainstay of Patriot teams in the past 5-6 years is having that type of player. You can fill multiple roles, receiving and catching out of the back, receiving and running the ball. And it can also protect the quarterback in passing situations.
Hinkle under center, going to try to stretch across himself for the touchdown. Does he get in? Yes, he does. Touchdown, Patriots. With 8:55 to go in the opening quarter, the Patriots strike pay dirt first. Hayden Hinkle with the 1-yard quarterback keeper puts the Patriots on top 6-0.
3 plays, 54 yards, all runs on that drive. Just success on the ground right away. Like we said, Brown is really looks to be the feature back in this offense. And right there, he showed it with 2 carries for 50 yards, getting them right down to the doorstep.
Teddy Smith, the freshman, out for the PAT, puts it up and through. Patriots lead 7-0 with 8:55 to go in the opening quarter. Just a textbook drive there for the Patriots to open up the 2024 season with Team 60 for the Patriots. This is the 60th year of football here at George Washington High School. Steve Edwards getting closer and closer to coaching his 30th season here on the Hill, in year 29 this year, and has had quite a bit of success.
And especially when you look around at a lot of the the Patriots' contemporaries in the Kanawha Valley and beyond. I mean, if you look over at St. Albans right now, brand new head coach, and it's been kind of a succession, maybe not year after year, but guys only last maybe a couple years. And it's not just St. Albans. There's been a lot of turnover, a lot of programs.
Valley,
I mean, look at South Charleston in that same vein, but kind of the model of consistency up here at the Patriots. Not a program like like Martinsburg with reeling off championship after championship, but always in the playoff conversation. Always competitive, and that consistency goes a long way towards that.
Teddy Smith tees it up from the 40, getting ready to put boot to ball. Send this one away. It's a high, short kickoff, fielded at the 22. It'll be returned up across the 30 and the 35. On that return there is Caden Riggin. And a solid return that time will give the Red Dragons 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line.
It's going to be really important for the Red Dragons in this drive and maybe the next couple of drives just to really establish what they're doing. Even if they don't score coming up here with a new head coach, new program, and really a program that's looking to remake itself, it's important to kind of feel some success early on, even if it's just in yardage and not in scores.
Had some success to start the drive the last time out. Got a first down on the read option from Deuce McLean, but really nothing out ever since then. And now a player being sent off the field, Camonte Gravely being sent off, and another player having to come on. I'm assuming that's an equipment issue. Because that's the only other reason why.
Messing with his knee pad, it looks
like.
Oh,
yeah, must have not had his knee pad down far enough. Apparently that was an issue with St. Albans where players were pulling their knee pads up above their knees in their scrimmage against Polka. I have a friend who worked on the officiating crew. And now we have it looks like a mouthpiece issue potentially with the player who came in to replace Camonte Gravely, Kadir Maxwell. And now back out comes Gravely. And they're telling him he's got to go back out. Yeah, because he was sent off as well. So the only way he could come on the field, I guess, would be a timeout we're taking at this point. But
our third effort at a wide receiver here.
Yeah, and that will be Sean McCord finally coming out. Looks like he's got his knee pads in the proper place and has his mouthpiece. So now 1st and 10 for the Red Dragons, second drive of the opening quarter. Trailing 7-0. McLean in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Read option, going to keep it himself. Running off the left side. Spins out of one tackle. Still on his feet across the first down, and he's up to midfield. Dragging 2 defenders with him. He picks up the first down and has a gain of 13. And now there's laundry on the field. Coming out after the play, a couple of Patriot players and Red Dragon players having some words for one another over on the far sideline there. Wait to see who this one is ultimately ruled against. Could end up having offsetting penalties.
I think that's probably the best way to handle it if it's just jawing, especially this early in the first game, but we'll see. It's like a hold.
Well, okay, I think they pointed at the Patriots originally, but I think they are pointing back the other way now. No, it is a personal foul.
So
it's offsetting penalties.
All right.
All right, fair enough. Result of the play is still a first down for the Red Dragons, and they're going to actually mark him just shy of midfield at their own 49-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the Red Dragons 49. Now can the Red Dragons keep this drive going? Again, got a first down on the opening play of the first series, and then fizzled out. Had to punt it away just 4 plays later. 1st and 10. McClain in the shotgun. Takes a snap, throws out into the flat to the near side, and that one just a bit too far in front of the reach of Camonte Gravely, his slot wide receiver there. Incompletion will stop the clock with 8:38 to go in this opening quarter of play. Patriots lead 7-0, trying to get another stop here by the defense.
Yeah, so far the passing attack a little bit limited, trying to attack the outsides and get the ball into their receivers' hands quickly. Hasn't paid off yet, but let's see if they can find some more success out there in the flat here as we go forward.
McClain in the shotgun, takes a snap, will hand off up the middle to Stotts. Stotts has a nice burst of speed, has the first down, and as he gets to that first down marker is upended. A great tackle there in space by Savion Brown, but not before Stotts picks up a first down. First and 10 at the Patriot 40, a pickup of 11 on that play by Stotts, the tailback. 1st and 10 now for the Red Dragons in Patriot territory for the first time tonight, trailing 7-0. Read option again, keeper by McClain, and McClain this time bottled up in the backfield. May have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Landon Bird in on the stop, the senior defensive tackle coming up with that tackle. And they are going to give him a gain of 1, so a short gain there as Bird brings him down after 1. 2nd and 9 on the way. Under 8 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Stotts in the shotgun. Drop back to throw, looking down the far sideline, and that one is almost intercepted. Savion Brown playing coverage over the top. Jackson Morgan running with the receiver as well, as they were looking down that far sideline for number 1, Malcolm Maxwell. That incompletion will bring up 3rd and 9 for the Red Dragons with 7:34 to go opening quarter, trailing 7-0. Second possession for the offense for St. Albans in this first quarter. Heavy pressure comes from the Patriots. Pass thrown across the middle is caught just in front of the 35, and then the Patriots quickly wrap him up. Grant Aldrich and Landon Hamilton come in to make the stop shy of the 35 at the 36. So a pickup of 3, and that'll bring up 4th down. And now you're kind of in a bit of no man's land almost.
I think you have
the Red Dragons are going to, it looks like they are going to keep the offense out there.
Impressive job to just get that pass away. I mean, he was under heavy pressure, spun around, didn't have long to find his target.
Clyde May was coming after him big time that play.
Obviously didn't get what they needed, but still impressive to get away from that one with a completion.
2 receiver to each side of the formation. 4th down and 6, and now a timeout comes for the Red Dragons. We'll step aside for a quick break. We'll be back with more high school game day action right after this here on HD Media on the RSN Sports Network. Back here at Steve Edwards Senior Field, Patriots lead the Red Dragons 7-0. Nearly midway through the opening quarter. Red Dragons with the football, a 4th down and 6 coming up. 2 receivers to either side of the formation. McLean going to flip Stotts from right side to left side in the backfield in the shotgun formation. Stotts stands about a yard behind McLean. McLean drops back to pass, going to roll out to his left. The lefty pumps once, now is going to let it go. And that one is caught. Does he stay in bounds? Actually, he doesn't catch it. Camonte Gravely had it, but then as he came down with it, couldn't hang on to it. And that incompletion will result in a turnover on downs for the Red Dragons, and we'll send things back to the Patriots, headed the other way. Great awareness there by McLean to see the defense there in that gap between him and his receiver downfield, and just floated it up over top of him. And unfortunately for him, Gravely just couldn't hang on to it as he came down on that turf over on the far side of the field. 1st and 10 for the Patriots now. Now we see Cy Persinger in at quarterback for GW, lined up in the shotgun. Patriots going to go into a motion set now, and we'll send Gunnar Flores into the backfield with Savion Brown in an H-back set. Fake the toss to Brown, then they'll hand it off to him, and Brown is going to be met in the backfield. That's a pretty big loss there on the opening play of this series for GW. A loss of 4 back to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, just great penetration there by St. Albans, able to wrap him up as soon as he even got his hands on the ball, really.
So 2nd and 14 for the Patriots. And a timeout, St. Albans. There is an injured player down on the turf, John Long. They'll see to him. We'll step aside for a quick break. We'll be back with more right after this.
Serving the area one truck at a time for over 60 years, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is in your neighborhood each and every day, working to keep your family warm and comfortable. With cooler days ahead and winter right around the corner, now's the time to schedule your home HVAC system tune-up and preventive maintenance. If you need a new system and received a quote from another company, give Mullen a chance to take a second look. Right now, we're offering 0% financing on a new Rheem home system and includes a 10-year worry-free warranty. Remember, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call or visit us online today to schedule your appointment at mullenplumbing.com.
West Virginia's only Acura dealer, Lester Raines Acura. Keeping it simple, saving you money. Lester Raines Honda. Consider Lester Raines Mazda for your next vehicle purchase.
Patriots. Receivers split out to each side of the formation. Hunter Giacomo up to the top. Solomon Farrell to the bottom. Persinger under center. Turns, handoff to Gunnar Flores. Flores lowers his shoulder and will fight his way down near the 45-yard line. Got between 4 and 5 yards on that play. They'll give him 4 down to the 46. Solid run there by Flores following that lead block from Clyde May. May a big-time part of the defense, coming off the defensive end spot for the Patriots and putting that pass rush to work on the offensive side of the ball as a fullback. Toss comes to Flores to the left. May with that lead block again, but Flores is going to be tackled by Tyrell Ellis, and flag comes in after the play, and they're going to get an unsportsmanlike conduct on Flores after that little shove after the play.
Yeah, right directly in front of the referee as well. Well, not the referee, the side judge there. But.
So they'll march that off 15 yards from the spot of the foul. And that will push GW back into their own territory again. Back to the 41-yard line.
Not ideal, but at least it came on second instead of third or fourth.
So 2nd and 19 now for the Patriots. And an official timeout. They had changed the down marker to signal 3rd down. I think they're going to discuss whether it should be 2nd or 3rd down. So they're going to talk this over. We'll step aside for a quick break while they discuss. We're back with more right after this.
If you need a lawyer, then you need a lawyer who's in it to win it. You need Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. and Ditzler. We have a track record of winning millions for our clients. At Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. and Ditzler, we're in it to win it.
Well, after a discussion amongst the officials, it is 3rd down. And that should be correct. The penalty did come in after the play was over, so it would be 3rd down and then the sportsmanlike conduct. So 3rd and 19 for the Patriots. Persinger in the shotgun, more than likely going to show off that arm strength for the first time tonight on 3rd and 19. And drop back to throw. Has time, a screen play trying to find Savion Brown, but he got tangled up with one of his offensive linemen. Got tangled up with his left tackle, James Payne. Payne hadn't cleared the space quite yet to set up his block downfield, and Brown and his ankles got tangled up.
It looks like what they wanted St. Albans to also think they were trying to go deep with their big arm quarterback, try to go underneath to kind of get a little bit of trickery there, but just a little feet got tangled up and wasn't to be, so now they need punt it away.
Well, now the Red Dragons need to pay attention, though, because Savion Brown is the punter for GW. Multi-sport guy, a great athlete for the Patriots. And it's a good punt off down inside the 30. It'll roll down to the 25. Good job flipping field position there for the Patriots after the penalty there pushed them back into their own field, into the field, and killed the drive off. And should mention Savion Brown is a multi-sport athlete, plays for head coach Rick Green, GW basketball program, and was also on the GW baseball team as well that played for a state championship last season. So he definitely is an athlete. And he, like a lot of guys on this Patriot team, do whatever is asked of them, whether that's kick the ball, run the ball, or stop the guy carrying the ball. For the Red Dragons now. Deuce McLean back in the shotgun. Play action, throw out into the flat to the far side. That's caught by Gravely, and Gravely is quickly bottled up by that Patriot defense. Has a short gain of a yard up to the 26-yard line. And now there is looks like an injured player, I believe, for St. Albans. Well, no, they were able to get up and run over to the field. I thought that's what they were motioning for there for a second. But we've got 4:17 to go, opening quarter. Patriots lead 7-0. Actually, I guess it was an injured Patriot player That is Jackson Morgan coming off the field with the athletic trainer. So the Patriots will make a sub defensively. Samaje Wesley checks into the game for GW over on the far side of the field at corner. 2nd and 9 for the Red Dragons. 3rd possession of the game. Hoping for a better one than the last 2. McLean drops back to throw. Pass is complete over to the far side. That is caught by Malcolm Maxwell, and that's a first down. Pickup of 11 there up to the 37-yard line.
First down really seems to be the best down for these Red Dragons so far. 3 of their biggest plays have come all on their first downs. First play of the drive. Unfortunately, they haven't been able to keep that going. But just having we're still in the first quarter, but having seen this team last year, there definitely does seem to be a difference in this year's Red Dragons in a positive way.
1st and 10 now from the 37. Handoff a little delayed, going to the tailback there that time. And with the carry there for the Red Dragons was number 20. And I'll have to apologize. The roster I have was not in numerical order, rather in alphabetical by last name. So we'll try to figure out who that is here in just a moment. But he makes it makes it up to the 41-yard line. He's 2nd and medium for the Red Dragons. McLean keeps it himself, and he'll fight his way up to the 44-yard line. Short 3-yard gain. Bring up 3rd and short now for the Red Dragons. Lone receiver split out to the near side is Caden Riggin. Now a man comes in motion, Camonte Gravely. McLean drops back to throw. Now he'll take off, and now he'll be under some pressure coming off that side. Going to throw back across the field. Had 2 receivers in the vicinity, but they were both under coverage, and the pass will fall to the turf incomplete. That will bring up 4th and 2 now for the Red Dragon offense. Just near midfield, and the question is what do you do here?
I think you got to let it go with ways that GW's been able to run the ball. But another impressive job by McLean to get away and find a little bit of space and not take the sack. He had the right idea. He threw towards 2 of his guys, just overthrew him by a little bit.
Timeout taken by St. Albans. They're going to talk things over here on this 4th and 2 with 2:05 to go. Opening quarter. Patriots lead 7-0. We're back with more after this on High School Game Day.
Tony the Tailor is well known to have the best suits, jackets, and pants anywhere. But our strength is actually our sophisticated casual and sportswear. From Brax Pants and Emmanuel Berg sports shirts, Cole Haan and DiBianco shoes, Left Coast tees and Mac jeans, Johnny O sportswear and Len belts, we have what you need to look your best at work or at play. Tony the Tailor, downtown Charleston or online at bestmastertailor.com.
Time of year again when things start to cool down. But here at Yes Chevy and Yes Ford, the deals are exciting. I'm Keith Powell, and I want to help you lower your current monthly payment, have a down payment that's just $99, and get a lifetime warranty with fast and easy credit approval. That's right, don't freeze up over huge down payments. You can ride away for just $99 today. Get pre-approved at KeithSaysYes.com, only at Yes Chevy in Hurricane and Yes Ford in Huntington.
4th and 2 upcoming for the Red Dragons. The offense going to stay out and go for it. A shotgun formation. 2 heavy protectors on the wing. McLean going to roll to his left, bottled up, going to roll back to his right. And he is going to be brought down short of the line to gain. The Patriot defense finally slays him in the midfield.
A valiant effort there. Might have tried to pass there, but definitely a play that could have worked. Just GW did a good job of forcing him around and keeping him contained. He had the room to maybe get out and get that room on the flat, but got cut off.
Another turnover on downs forced by this Patriot defense, and what a great job by Clyde May from his defensive end spot. Broke off of his blocker that was trying to hold him down, was able to force to his right and come back and try to come back the other way. If Clyde May isn't able to disengage his guy, then McLean can get a clean edge there and may have gotten the first down, but Clyde May to hold that edge and force him back inside.
Yeah, it's really hard to try to beat this GW defense with speed. It's really hard to get to the outside on them, to change fields like that. And a good example of that right there is we have another guy called off for equipment. And he doesn't seem
Braden Lude's knee pads are too high, I guess. So he comes over, fixes them. They run out Javon Davis to replace him in the meantime. 1st and 10 for the Patriots inside Red Dragon territory. Hinkle in at quarterback this time, hands off to Brown. Brown breaks out of a couple tackles, still on his feet, dancing around out in the middle of the turf, and he'll get down inside the 40 and be just a few yards shy of the first down. Will, imagine what he could do on a dry turf that hadn't had rain poured on it for a couple of hours right before kickoff. Because right there, he almost slipped as he tried to reestablish his feet and was able to stay up, but definitely almost took a tumble there.
5 carries for 73 yards so far, and on that cutback, he jumped about 2 yards back before he started going forward again.
When we talk about he's a pure athlete, folks. We saw it in bursts late last year, and now we're going to see it for the course of a full season, potentially, as long as he can stay healthy. Takes the handoff there. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no further. It'll bring up 3rd and short now for the Patriot offense. Braden Lude back out on the field for the Patriot offensive line. Davis checks back off. Hinkle set the lineup under center. An offset I formation for the Patriots in the backfield. May the fullback, Brown the tailback. Brown gets the handoff, has the first down, trying to cut back toward the outside. He's going to be bottled up before he can get to the hash mark fully, but he does have enough for the first down and then some as he gets down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Pickup of 7 on that carry for Savion Brown on 3rd and short. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. They're going to let it roll, and we'll head to the second quarter of play. Patriots lead 7-0 after 1 here at Steve Edwards Senior Field at George Washington High School. And if you're watching this game right now on your computer, you'd rather see it on your big smart TV or on your iPhone on the go. All you have to do is download the free HD Media Plus app. You get access to all of our live streams, exclusive shows like Outside the Echo Chamber, and other features full of local content. And again, it's all totally free. The HD Media Plus app available on all Apple, iOS, or Android platforms, Roku TV, and Amazon Fire Stick. We'll step aside for a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll have a second quarter of action for you right after this on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media.
CJU is a great company to work for. We've been around for 78 years. We are an underground utility construction company all across the East Coast. We are rapidly growing, and we're seeing a huge growth in this market, a huge need for employees. We are always looking for those that are experienced, those that are trying to get their foot in the door. We have positions for everybody. We offer competitive pay. We offer competitive benefits. We take pride in having a family atmosphere at CJU's, and it's truly just a family company.
If you love spaghetti, wow, Geno's has a deal you will love. Dine in to enjoy our delicious home-style spaghetti, choice of buttered or garlic bread, and a 20-ounce soft drink for only $8.99. Topped with our famous meat sauce, Geno's home-style spaghetti is a West Virginia favorite. It's spaghetti, choice of bread, and a soft drink for only $8.99. But hurry in, this deal that you'll love is only available for a limited time. Also right now, get any 2-topping large Geno's pizza for just $12 at participating locations.
False start to start the second quarter of play for the Patriot offense. It'll back them up 1st and 15 now from the Red Dragon 34-yard line. Hayden Hinkle in a pistol set now with Brown standing behind him. Clyde May goes in motion. Toss goes out to Brown, out to the left side. Brown gets back to the original line of scrimmage, dragging a defender with him up near the first down marker. And it looks like Savion Brown is going to come up a yard shy of that first down to gain. Give him 13 and give him 14, needed 15 for the first down.
Already knocking on the door of a 100-yard game, barely into the second quarter, 94 yards on 8 carries so far for Savion Brown.
2nd and 1 now for the Patriot offense. Ball on the far side hash mark. Just over 30 seconds into the second quarter of play. 7-0 Patriots lead. Trying to add to it as they get into the red zone for the second time tonight. Hinkle under center. Turns, hands off to Brown off the left side. Brown going to have an easy path to get to the end zone, and he gets there without much hassle at all from the Red Dragon defense. From 20 yards out, Brown punches it in and give the Patriots a 13-0 lead early on in the second quarter.
Yeah, just using his speed athleticism to get to the outside. His guys there on the left side did a good enough job blocking, give him a clear lane in there to the far side of the end zone.
Teddy Smith, the freshman, out to try the point after attempt. Cy Persinger out to hold. High snap, kick is up, and it is good. 14-0 Patriots lead. Not quite a minute into the second quarter of action. We're back with more second quarter action for you right after this on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media.
When your vehicle is damaged in an accident, it's not only the damage, it's the inconvenience that's the problem. David Smith Frame and Body Shop has over 35 years experience in the business of not only fixing your vehicle correctly, but to work with your insurance company in helping arrange a rental. It's all in the experience of the people at David Smith Frame and Body Shop that make it a good experience for you.
I hope you don't need us, but if you do.
Like Pawpaw says, isn't it nice to know David Smith Frame and Body Shop is there for you?
Tudor's Biscuit World breakfast wraps are stuffed with farm fresh goodness, like scrambled eggs, real cheese, and golden hash browns. Choose from fully loaded, crispy bacon, or country sausage. Now, introducing Tudor's grilled chicken lunch wraps, zesty ranch, savory southwest, and bold barbecue. All stuffed with tender grilled chicken, lettuce, and Colby Jack cheese. From morning to noon, Tudor's wraps make a delicious meal. Tudor's new grilled chicken wraps are only $4.99 at participating locations for a limited time.
Teddy Smith teeing it up for the Patriots after GW extends the lead out 14-0 after a 20-yard Savion Brown touchdown run, his first of this contest and the season. Brown with a low line drive kick is initially touched by a Red Dragons player and is finally scooped up by Red Dragons number 28, Harley Roy. Roy will bring it up to the 25, and that is where the Red Dragons will begin this next drive. And I actually think I mistook Harley Roy earlier for number 20. That was number 28, so that's my apologies on that previous St. Albans drive. Finally figured that out and put 2 and 2 together. Broadcaster's first time back on the bike this year, as well as the players, so forgive us for those occasionally. We appreciate you rocking with us through our technical difficulties after the monsoon that came through here earlier this evening. Pushed our start time back 2 hours. Patriots lead 14-0, a little more than a minute into the second quarter. Red Dragons back with the football. Be a read option there for McLean, and he is bottled up quickly in the backfield by the Patriot defense. Clyde May helping lead the way once again. No surprise there.
Yeah, May really the tip of the spear here so far for the Patriot defense. And it seems like as we go on, the Patriots are kind of figuring out the read option that really paid off for St. Albans there in the first quarter. I mean, a very a backbone type play that they're certainly not going to go away from. You can still break off. I mean, any time that's kind of why it's so popular, but it seems like they're not as surprised to see as they may have been in the first quarter.
2nd and long now for the Red Dragons, back at their own 23-yard line. Going to throw it out on the near side of the field. That pass is complete, caught by Caden Riggin, and Riggin is going to have a first down. Get up to the 40. Be a pickup of 17, excuse me. First and 10 for the Red Dragons now from their own 40.
Stott so far 4-7 for 35 yards.
First pass that's really gone downfield for him so far, completed at least. Handoff this time will go to Roy, and Roy breaks out of a tackle just inside Patriot territory, still on his feet inside the 25 and forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. That'll be Jackson Morgan and Hunter Giacomo forcing him out of bounds, but not before, again, he gets all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Big 40-yard pickup there for him. By far biggest play for the Red Dragons so far.
First and 10 from the Patriots 20. Red Dragons in the red zone for the first time tonight. Roy wrapped up and brought down behind the line of scrimmage, or at least at the line of scrimmage, by none other than Clyde May. You know, Will, when you think about it, that side of the defense for the Patriots there in that front 7 group is pretty scary. When you got Clyde May coming off the edge on the defensive line spot with a hand down, and then you've got Gunnar Flores standing behind him at the outside linebacker spot, it's a pretty tough side of the defense to face against.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, two of the guys that really count on to be anchors of the defense right there together, kind of putting some extra strength there in one spot and kind of daring them to run at them.
2nd and 10 now for the Red Dragons. McLean going to drop back to throw, rolling to his right, and pass is broken up there by Braden Lude. We do have a flag that comes down on the play, though. As of right now, it is an incomplete pass for the Red Dragons.
It looks like the flag was away from the action.
And it is a hold on St. Albans. So the question here, I guess, is do you decline the penalty and make it 3rd and 10, or do you take it and make it 2nd and 20? And the Patriots are going to take it and make it 2nd and 20. 2nd and 20 from the 30 now for the Red Dragons. Trailing 14-0 in this season opener for the 2024 season. McLean drops back to throw. Lude gets back under some heavy pressure. Had a wide open man across the middle, and he just can't haul it in. Ashton Hamilton was wide open across the middle. It couldn't have been more wide open, and just couldn't hang on to the football.
And another fairly impressive job by McLean to get an accurate pass away under heavy pressure as Lude busted through there almost right away, but just went in and out of the bread basket, and now they're faced with a long 3rd down.
3rd and 20 for the Red Dragons. Trips out to the far side. Lone receiver to the near side is Malcolm Maxwell. Terrell Ellis will flip from left to right in the backfield with Deuce McLean in the shotgun. And a delay of game penalty going to come against St. Albans now, I believe. Yes, it is. Back them up 5 more yards. Make it 3rd and 25 now for St. Albans.
And now they've given up nearly half of the yardage that Roy was able to rip off in that big run back on penalty yardage, giving back 15 so far of the 40.
Yeah, I would say this is the last thing you want to have happen after such momentum had been going your way, and then now you're giving it all right back to the Patriots. 3rd and 25 on the way. Same formation for the Red Dragons, except now in the backfield, it's Roy. McLean drops back to throw. Now steps up in the pocket, climbs the ladder, has some space in front of him, and is finally still on his feet. So I thought he got down, but they're going to say his knee never touched the turf. Hunter Giacomo, Grant Aldrich, as well as Parker Chapman all come in to help bring him down finally and finish the play off.
And honestly, about a 12-yard pickup. Good job, just not nearly enough.
Yeah, they are going to give him forward progress down inside the 25 to the 24, but it's still 4th and long.
Yeah, I mean, at this.
But 4th and this long is a lot more manageable than 4th and 25.
4th and 14, just about, and it is definitely that no man's land of unless you have a punter, a kicker you really trust, you kind of got to go for it here.
4th and 14. McLean looking for the end zone, and it's intercepted. Patriots come away with the pick. On the return for GW is Solomon Farrell. Farrell bringing it up the far side of the field is going to be brought down shy of the 40. That ball just hung in the air too long from McLean and allowed Solomon Farrell to see it the entire way in.
Now, once again, Braden Lude was right in McLean's face almost from the get-go. Push him through between the tackle and the guard. So, like I said, that McLean's done a good job so far being able to get away, fairly accurate passes when he has a huge guy coming right at him. But he couldn't keep it up. Had to get rid of that one before he wanted to, and resulted in the interception. Good job by the Patriots defense of clamping down, taking advantage of some mistakes from St. Albans, but backing them out of the red zone after that big play, and eventually forcing the turnover on downs. Third turnover, or excuse me, not turnover on downs, regular turnover, would have been a turnover on downs, I guess, anyway. But 3 turnovers one way or another so far for the Patriots defense, as there must have been a foul on the return.
Yeah, there was a penalty against the Patriots. I didn't quite catch the signal from the officials.
Looks
but
like it might have been holding just from the distance, but it's hard to tell.
That'll back up the Patriots to 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line now.
Yeah,
it's in the area of a personal foul.
Yeah.
It was a 15-yard penalty from the 38. Not quite sure who they got that on, but point of the matter is that it's against the Patriots, and they'll set up 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line.
Empty backfield there for
Cy Persinger. Now they're going to change and send men in motion. It'll be Hunter Giacomo stopping in the backfield behind Persinger. He'll take the handoff, and he is going to be bottled up at the line of scrimmage. No gain there for Hunter Giacomo. Been a primarily rushing evening for the Patriots. Had 1 pass attempt in the game so far, a screen pass attempt from Persinger trying to find Savion Brown, but Brown tripped up over his own teammate. Other than that, it's just been turn and hand the ball off to Savion Brown or one of the other backs that the Patriots have at their complement. Now we'll throw it into the flat, and that's almost intercepted. Flores able to come up with the catch, though. Flores still on his feet across the 30, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 1st down. Talk about making something out of nothing there. Again, that was almost picked and taken back to the crib.
Yeah, I thought at the very least that was just going to be batted down. But still found its way in Flores' hands. He made a good effort to cut back across the field, pick up 9 of the 10 they need for that 1st down.
3rd and 1 on the way for the Patriot offense. We're going to show trips to the near side. It'll be from inside out. It will be Grant Aldrich, Kai Martin, and then Solomon Farrell. Persinger in the shotgun, hard snap count. Flag comes flying, and they're going to get the Patriots for false start. Back them up 5 yards. Make it now 3rd and 6. So not quite as easy to convert this one, but playbook still more open than it would be if it was 3rd and long.
And you expect maybe a little more of this type of foul in the first game of the season. And we talked about earlier today, what we kind of expected to see from this game was a lot of cramping with the high heat we've had in West Virginia over the past couple weeks, it seems like. But instead of the baking heat that causes cramps, we had driving rain, which pushes back 2 hours, and so at least the kids get to play in the cool.
Full house formation for the Patriot offense, and now they're going to get the defender to jump offside. That time it's Sean McCord, unable to hold his water.
No, I think it's another equipment situation.
Well, no, we did have a flag, but was the flag to stop play for the equipment issue?
I think so. I don't see anything else really happening.
Okay, well, James Payne checks off. Out comes Javon Davis again.
Got some real sticklers out there today.
Yeah, it's all about player safety. Apparently, according to my friend, the official, Cheston Roberts, said that is something that they, at the SSAC and the officials, are harping on more this year, is knee pads being in the right spot, not there at all, or not pulled up above the knees. So they are trying to crack down on that more often, and now they're going to get a false start against the Patriots, and that'll back them up 5 more yards.
And that was Javon Davis, who they brought in to replace Payne, who had that situation with his knee pads. So you kind of
3rd and 11 now for the Patriots. Persinger looking over to the sideline for the play call. Has Flores in the backfield with him as of now. Brown in the slot, then Giacomo and Farrell in the trips to the near side. Throw into the middle of the field, caught by Giacomo at the 30. He'll turn up field, and he'll have enough for the first down and then a little extra. Mark him down at the 34. So the Patriots finally get a fresh set of downs after a couple of false starts, pushed them back to 3rd and long. Now be 1st and 10 from their own 34. Still leading 14-0 with 4.5 minutes to go in this first half of play. Now we've got an equipment issue for St. Albans, as it'll be Nehemiah Bass who has to have the coaching staff take a look at his helmet, and he'll have a replacement trot on. It's Landon Green coming out. 1st and 10 for the Patriots from their own 34. Clyde May goes in motion. Persinger fumbles the snap and is just going to jump on top of it, and almost lost it trying to bring it into his chest. But that will drop it back to the 23-yard line. That's an 11-yard loss on that fumbled snap.
And both teams really are getting in the habit of kind of squandering their momentum once they get it going. You had the Red Dragons get that big 40-yard run down into the red zone, but then 2 fouls had them backed up to 3rd and 25, I believe it was at one point. And just on this drive, the Patriots are now back behind where I think they actually started with the ball after the 2 false starts and now that mishandled snap.
Persinger under some pressure. Screen pass is incomplete, trying to find Gunnar Flores. That'll bring up 3rd down and long now for the Patriots. 3rd and 21 now for GW.
And Adam, when I said at the top of the broadcast, it really seemed like, having to sit through that delay kind of gave a certain energy to these teams out here. But to be perfectly honest, I think these young men are starting to get a little bit tired 10:30 on a school night.
Quick update on his score from on the other side of the county. Independence and Herbert Hoover, they kicked off a little bit after our game. With just under 9 minutes to go in that one. Independence leads Herbert Hoover 16-7. Persinger loading it up deep, looking for Solomon Farrell, and he drops it into the basket at the 35. Farrell off to the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Solomon Farrell caught it in stride as Persinger loaded up the gun and slings it down the field for 6.
And just a real explosive play for the Patriots when they really needed one. Like I said, they kind of stalled out here between the 20 and 40-yard line, needed a big play. Farrell got wide open and had the speed to take it in all the way. Great play to take the top off the defense and really open this thing up a little bit.
A 77-yard touchdown pass from Persinger to Farrell, and the Patriots lead 20-0 with 3:13 to go in the first half. PAT is up, and it is good. 21-0 our score now. Patriots with the lead. We're back with more right after this on High School Game Day.
Every day is boot season at Andrews Boots on McCorkle Avenue in St. Albans. Work boots, hunting boots, hiking boots. Whatever kind of boot you need, Andrews Boots has a great selection of top brand boots. Andrews Boots, McCorkle Avenue, St. Albans.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
Back here at George Washington High School, Steve Edwards Senior Field. Patriots lead 20-0 after a 77-yard touchdown pass from Cy Persinger to Solomon Farrell. Patriots on top by 3 scores. Don't forget, HD Media is also live streaming 12 soccer matches this year, thanks in part to our title sponsor, Peyton Law. For a complete schedule, check out the High School Game Day Facebook page. The next soccer stream is a doubleheader set for next Thursday, 1 week from tonight. It'll be a doubleheader featuring the Herbert Hoover Huskies and the Winfield Generals for a boys and girls match. You can check out all the action from the pitch on the HD Media Plus app. Download it today. Also, how you can keep up with all of our broadcasts here throughout the high school football season as well, as we'll have 2 games for you pretty much every Friday night as we move past this week 1. We're here this week, and then we are next week. Tomorrow, our crew will be at South Charleston for the Ripley Vikings taking on the Black Eagles of South Charleston. Interested to see what the Black Eagles are able to do in year 2 under new head coach Dustin Ressler. Got baptized by fire last year in his first season. Had quite a bit of blowouts for those Black Eagles team, including a 98-7 loss to GW last year here on the Hill. 77-0 at halftime. But Dustin Ressler says he's ready to go for year 2 as we are back underway in this one. McLean with the read option is going to be bottled up in the backfield, dropped back at the 30, maybe inside the 30 depending on where they spot the ball, but at least a loss of 2. And we talk about the one side of the defense for the Patriots and Clyde May and Gunnar Flores, but on the other side is a linebacker who was a safety a couple years ago for the Patriots, and Hunter Giacomo, who's one of the best linebackers in the state. And he and Gunnar Flores make a nice pair on the outside there for the Patriot defense.
And like I said a little bit ago, the Patriots defense has a lot of speed, so if you're going to try to outspeed them to get your offense going, it's not going to go very well for most teams.
Sean Stotts is bottled up at the line of scrimmage. He's able to get back to the 30-yard line, but no further. So 3rd and 12 on the way for the Red Dragons. What do they dial up here to try to keep this drive moving and try to put some points on the board later on in this drive if they can keep it going?
And only 2 minutes left in the half. You'd love to go into halftime having done something at least having scored. Frankly, I think this team looks a lot better than last year's edition so far, just from the eye test, even if they haven't scored yet. But the eye test isn't what wins games.
McLean dropped back to throw. Pass hangs in the air a bit, trying to find Camonte Gravely, and just a bit too far out of his reach. 5'6" senior tried to get there, but just didn't have enough length on his arms to make that catch.
And James Payne, again, right in his face as he's trying to let go of that pass. Fairly accurate given the circumstances, but this offensive line for St. Albans, seems like every play at least one Patriot is busting through and getting right in their quarterback's face.
Gavin Duncan out to punt it away for St. Albans. And he bobbles the snap, is going to be unable to get it away. It's blocked by the Patriots. And it will be recovered inside the 5-yard line. And I can't quite tell who that is that got the football, because whoever it is in some pain on the turf. While they go see to him, we'll step aside for a quick break. We're watching high school football here on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media. Back right after this.
Serving the area one truck at a time for over 60 years, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is in your neighborhood each and every day, working to keep your family warm and comfortable. With cooler days ahead and winter right around the corner, now's the time to schedule your home HVAC system tune-up and preventive maintenance. If you need a new system and received a quote from another company, give Mullen a chance to take a second look. Right now, we're offering 0% financing on a new Ream home system and includes a 10-year worry-free warranty. Remember, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call or visit us online today to schedule your appointment at mullenplumbing.com.
Back here at George Washington High School, after the punt was blocked by the Patriots' Hunter Giacomo, Landon Bird, the injured Patriot, who was able to jump on the football and recover it for GW, able to get off and walk over to the near side of the field under his own power. Always great to see. First and goal for the Patriots from the 4. Persinger takes a snap, tosses to Savion Brown, and Brown walks into the end zone untouched. Touchdown, Patriots. His second touchdown tonight comes with 1:28 to go in the first half.
That's back-to-back touches for Brown that resulted in a touchdown so far. 10 carries for 118 yards in those 2 touchdowns. Like I said, coming in, looks to be the feature back, and obviously through the first half, he is that 10 touches so far. No one else has more than 2.
Teddy Smith out for the PAT try. Snap pulled down by Persinger. Kick is up, and it is good. 28-0 our score. Patriots with the lead. We'll keep you right here. As again, this is the kickoff night for high school football in the Mountain State. couple of games going on across West Virginia. This just one of them. Full slate of games tomorrow as the rest of the state gets things underway. And again, we mentioned we'll have South Charleston taking on Ripley tomorrow up there at South Charleston High School. Be one of 40-plus games that HD Media is streaming this year. Again, remember, you can see all the action for free, totally for free, by downloading the HD Media Plus app today. Patriots set to kick things off after extending the lead out to 28-0. Brown again with his second score of the night. And that came a little more than a minute and a half after the last touchdown.
Yeah, first touchdown run, 20 yards, second 4. Basically walked in the end zone, exact same point on both of them.
Line drive kick off the hands of Stotts, able to gather it back, though, and then he is leveled to the ground before the 35-yard line at the 34. Patriot kick team with some great coverage so far tonight.
Yeah, the kick return team kind of struggling as the ball finds its way more to the upbacks than their planned returners.
Adam Rogers, Will Vance, happy to have you with us this evening. Appreciate you joining us on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media. Our bang-up crew, and I say bang-up affectionately, our cameraman, Peyton Davis, doing a great job up there tonight. Our director-producer extraordinaire, Ethan Young, can't praise him enough. Got fully drenched, looked like he had just jumped in a lake and came back out while he was trying to save our equipment during that rainstorm before the game. And now I think he's close to being dry. Close. But doing a bang-up job as always. And, yeah, here comes another equipment issue, as Malcolm Maxwell will run off, and he'll be replaced. Comes Ashton Hamilton. McLean in the shotgun, takes a snap, turns, hands to the tailback Stotts. Stotts trying to lower his shoulder and create some space there, and he is going to pick up a yard, maybe 2 yards, depending on where they spot him. Looks like they're going to give him 2, yes, up to the 36-yard line. Big 6'5", 285-pound defensive tackle Javon Davis with the stop there in the middle for the Patriot defense. Also helped out by Grant Hansel. 2nd and 8 for the Red Dragons. McLean in the shotgun. Will keep it himself on a read option. Going to try and stretch it out. Now going to cut back to the right side of the formation. And still on his feet, but dropped at the 34. Excuse me, the 35. He'll lose a yard on that play. Doing a lot of running, picking up only 1 yard, losing a yard there, though. He's been under some heavy pressure all night tonight, whether he's carrying the football on a designed run or he's rolling out of the pocket on a pass play. And that is going to be the final play of the first half. We head to the locker rooms with the Patriots leading 28-0 over the St. Albans Red Dragons. We'll step aside for a break, and then when we come back, we'll recap the first half of action and take a look at some of the scores that are going on elsewhere across the Mountain State on this Thursday night kickoff for high school football in West Virginia in this 2024 season. We're back with more right after this on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media.
If you need a lawyer, then you need a lawyer who's in it to win it. You need Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. & Ditzler. We have a track record of winning millions for our clients. At Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. & Ditzler, we're in it to win it.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
Tony the Tailor is well known to have the best suits, jackets, and pants anywhere.
But our strength is actually our sophisticated casual and sportswear. From Brax pants and Emmanuel Berg sports shirts, Cole Haan and DiBianco shoes, Left Coast tees and Mac jeans, Johnny O sportswear and Len belts, we have what you need to look your best at work or at play. Tony the Tailor, downtown Charleston or online at bestmastertailor.com.
It's that time of year again when things start to cool down. But here at Yes Chevy and Yes Ford, the deals are not heating up. I'm Keith Powell, and I want to help you lower your current monthly payment, have a down payment that's just $99, and get a lifetime warranty with fast and easy credit approval. That's right, don't freeze up over huge down payments. You can ride away for just $99 today. Get pre-approved at KeithSaysYes.com, only at Yes Chevy in Hurricane and Yes Ford in Huntington.
Ladies and gentlemen, your award-winning George Washington Patriots marching band. And hold the insurance companies responsible. Roger was stopped at
CJU is a great company to work for. We've been around for 78 years. We are an underground utility construction company all across the East Coast. We are rapidly growing, and we're seeing a huge growth in this market, a huge need for employees. We are always looking for those that are experienced, those that are trying to get their foot in the door. We have positions for everybody. We offer competitive pay. We offer competitive benefits. We take pride in having a family atmosphere at CJU's, and it's truly just a family company.
If you love spaghetti, wow, Gino's has a deal you will love. Dine in to enjoy our delicious home-style spaghetti, choice of buttered or garlic bread, and a 20-ounce soft drink for only $8.99. Topped with our famous meat sauce, Gino's home-style spaghetti is a West Virginia favorite. It's spaghetti, choice of bread, and a soft drink for only $8.99. But hurry in, this deal that you'll love is only available for a limited time. Also right now, get any two-topping large Gino's pizza for just $12 at participating locations.
When your vehicle is damaged in an accident, it's not only the damage, it's the inconvenience that's the problem. David Smith Frame and Body Shop has over 35 years experience in the business of not only fixing your vehicle correctly, but to work with your insurance company in helping arrange a rental. It's all in the experience of the people at David Smith Frame and Body Shop that make it a good experience for you.
I hope you don't need us, but if you do.
Like Pawpaw says, isn't it nice to know David Smith Frame and Body Shop is there for you?
Welcome back here to George Washington High School, Steve Edwards Senior Field. Adam Rogers, Will Vance, our Media Center crew, happy to have you along with us this evening. It's been all Patriots through the first half of play, 28-0 GW with the lead. Started off with a Hayden Hinkle 1-yard quarterback sneak up the middle. Came with 8:55 in the first quarter to go. Then 3 touchdowns in the second quarter. And it was bookended with Savion Brown touchdown runs. The first one comes with 11:04 to go in the first half. 20 yards out on that one makes it 14-0. Then Cy Persinger splitting time in at quarterback with Hayden Hinkle, the junior quarterback. Dials one up deep and slings it down the field to Solomon Farrell for a 77-yard touchdown catch. That came with 3:13 to go in the first half, made it 21-0. And then Brown's final touchdown of the half, a 4-yard run, untouched into the end zone off the left side on a toss sweep. That came with a minute 28 to go, and the Patriots, again, lead 28-0 here at the half. Good first half for the Patriots. Some positive moments for the Red Dragons, but just unable to put it all together in one drive and keep the drive extended to go put points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, you know, I don't necessarily want to say they're playing better than the score implies because, like I said, they haven't really been able to piece it together. But they've had had lots of good plays. Several the read options are working for them. Been really impressed with how McLean's handled being under so much pressure. McLean. Definitely, like I said before, the eye test, they look better than they were last year. They look more confident. It looks like they know what they're doing better, and there's definitely some more enthusiasm out there. Obviously down 4 touchdowns right now. They're still very much a work in progress, but they definitely have so far shown flashes of having what it takes to put together these drives and be a competitive football team in triple, quadruple A that the opponents are playing this year. But so far they haven't been able to punch it in and put together several of those good plays together into one drive.
And again, for the Patriots, other than a couple of penalties here and there, it was a relatively flawless first half for GW to take that 28-0 lead at halftime of this one between the St. Albans Red Dragons and the George Washington Patriots. Tonight is the kickoff for high school football in the state of West Virginia. This weekend, the college football world officially kicks off. Had week 0 last week, but a full slate of games for college football Saturday in 2 days. And Mountaineer football fans are gearing up for a big one Saturday at noon as WVU takes on Penn State in Fox's big noon kickoff. Another college football season means another season of the award-winning Touchdown City Show. Listen in as Avon Coburn, Anthony Lewis, Derek Bailey, and Matt Durrett break down what did and didn't go right for the Golden Blue and take a look at the Week 2 matchup against Albany. For those watching the game in the Charleston area, you can watch the show on Tuesday at 5 p.m. on 92.7 WBNS FM. Anyone outside of the Charleston area, check your local listings or go to the Gazette Mail homepage and look for the link. The Touchdown City Show back for another year to talk about Mountaineer football. Again, big game on Saturday. They're saying it's the biggest home opener for the Mountaineers since 1998. A long time ago. 96, I think, actually. Either way, since the 90s.
What year was it,
biggest
Marshall?
Game.
97?
Or biggest game in general in Morgantown. I mean, Penn State coming back to Milan Puskar Stadium.
And bring a lot of clout with them too. So
yeah, number 8 team in the country. And, if ESPN didn't sign that big deal with the SEC in the offseason, College Game Day might be in Morgantown this weekend. A lot of hype around the Mountaineer team, and you can catch up on the Mountaineer football team with Touchdown City Show. So we get ready to start the second half of play.
Nothing like a 11 p.m. kickoff to the second half.
Been a lot of interesting situations in my broadcasting career, and I can say I've never sat through a 2-hour delay to start the game. Start the season, for that matter.
No.
We've had some rain delays in the middle of games or some lightning delays in the middle of games, but none to ever postpone the start of the season like this. Kickoff is away, and it will skip out of bounds, and that'll be an illegal procedure. So the Patriots will have great starting field position to begin the second half, closer to midfield than they would have.
A big question for these students, as they say here, as the second half gets going. Which teachers will have mercy tomorrow, and which will
I'm going to say
not?
none. Say none. This is completing the second full week of school in Kanawha County. No sympathy for Yins is what my guess is.
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of.
I guess it might depend on the class, maybe.
Yeah.
The subject.
Plus, there's a lot of the school administration, of course, here right now, so they might encourage a little bit of a light day, but hard to tell.
Hayden Hinkle in the shotgun to start the second half. Since 2 men in motion now, we'll bring Hunter Giacomo in motion. Toss sweep out to him to the right side of the formation. Giacomo going to keep his legs churning. Cut it back inside across the 40, and he'll be upended a couple of yards shy of the first down on the opening play of the second half.
Good job there picking his way through traffic to pick up 8 yards. And if he'd be able to keep going to his left, he might have had a lot of open space. But wasn't able to get past every single Red Dragon. Finally got wrapped up there.
2nd and 2 for the Patriot offense after that 8-yard run on the toss to Hunter Giacomo. Patriots shifting again on this play. Flores now in the backfield with Hayden Hinkle. Hinkle going to toss to Flores to the left this time. Flores with a stiff arm trying to create some space over on the far side of the field, and he's going to be brought down around the line of scrimmage. May have lost one, depending on where they say he was brought down. And, yeah, they are going to say he lost one.
And a flag flies well after the play. I think that might be jawing on GW.
And, yeah, that's going to be a personal foul on the Patriots.
I was getting ready to say that this was a manageable 3rd down. Now this is a fantastic opportunity for St. Albans to force a 3-and-out in this first possession of the second half and have the opportunity to build some momentum here and work their way down for their first points.
Should be 3rd and 18, I believe, for the Patriots coming up. It would have been 3rd and 3. Then this 15-yarder will back them up to just in front of their 25.
And that seemed to have been purely a verbal unsportsmanlike, which I guess in some ways are the easiest to avoid. It might be the most frustrating for a coach.
Actually, that is, now that you say it, it's another thing that my friend Cheston Roberts, an official, told me that they're cracking down on is players cursing and saying profanities and other words which we should not use as proper people. So apparently they're cracking down on that as well, and we're already seeing that a little bit play out tonight from both sides. The equipment issues and the jawing going on the field. But a 3rd and long upcoming for the Patriots. Trips to the near side. Hinkle in the shotgun. Going to drop back to throw for the first time tonight. A screen pass is caught by Hunter Giacomo. Giacomo has a seam down the near side. A flag comes out. Giacomo gets across the original line of scrimmage, back up across the 40, and he'll be brought down a couple yards shy of the first down. But again, we do have a flag down, and it is in the area of a hold.
That's the signal they're giving too. And
yep, so back them up even more if they take the penalty, which
they should, because if they don't, and
it's 4th and 3, and they are going to back them up from the spot of the foul.
Yeah, I mean, if they gave me that gift, I'd go for that 4th and 3, even if I am in my own territory. But go ahead and push them back even farther, which has its own dangers too. But you got to kind of pick which one might hurt the least.
Now we get the football in so we can mark it off. Back to the 17-yard line. Patriots need to get up to the 45. So 3rd and a quick trip from Overbrook Elementary School, just on the other side of the hill for the Patriots upcoming. Cy Persinger in the shotgun now for GW. Has time to throw. Now going to step up in the pocket and going to take off and run with it. And he is forced out of bounds just across the 25, a yard or two shy of the 30. Still not nearly enough for the first down, but at least gives Savion Brown a little bit of extra room to work with on the punt game.
It's a good stand by this St. Albans defense, certainly helped by that unsportsmanlike conduct, but really important for them to get the ball back here at the start of the second half and not let this thing keep on spiraling after halftime.
I would say the stand you want to see from your defense the first offensive series for GW to start this second half. As Savion Brown is now going to tuck it, and he's going to come up well shy of the first down. Got back maybe to the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage, and that's it. But that's a turnover on downs, and Brown probably should have just punted it away once he got past the initial rush there and kicked it off, because now he puts the defense in a bit of a bind. 1st and 10 for the Red Dragons now from the Patriot 34-yard line.
And huge opportunity here, starting well within GW territory. You got a little bit of momentum here. Your defense gave you. If you're not going to score here, might not have a better opportunity, or at least a close opportunity all night. So, really important here that they can piece together some plays they like, plays that they know well, and get this thing in there for a 6.
Remember, they got down to the 20-yard line in the first half, but then had some misfortune, force them backward. Roy with the carry this time, going to drop the shoulder and get down inside the 30, down to the 29. Pick up a 5. It'll bring up 2nd down and 5 now for the Red Dragons offense. Two receivers out to the far side of the formation, one to the near side. That's Malcolm Maxwell. McLean in the shotgun. Hands off to Roy. Roy going off the left side is going to be wrapped up after a short gain. Pickup of about 2. Down to the 27. Bring up 3rd and a long 2. Terrell Ellis just off the line of scrimmage behind the left tackle. Roy in the backfield with McLean in the shotgun. Handoff goes to Roy, and he is wrapped up by Clyde May around the ankles, but not before Roy falls his way forward across the first down marker. Down to the 24-yard line, a pickup of 3 when he needed. Red Dragons knocking on the red zone here. 1st and 10 from the Patriot 24. Handoff goes to Roy. Roy breaks out of one tackle, fighting his way down inside the 10-yard line, where finally it's Landon Hamilton who brings him down, but not before it's another 1st down gain for the Red Dragons. And this is the closest St. Albans has come to scoring all night. 1st and the 10 on the way.
Yeah, Roy really provided a good spark for this offense. The last time they were to get this close, it was off of a 40-yard run. He was able to break off. Wasn't quite able to finish it off. Let's see if he can do it this time.
McLean in the shotgun. Hands to Roy up the middle. Roy trying to break out of a tackle and is spun down after a short gain. Give him 2 down to the 8, I believe. Yes, 2 down to the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal on the way. 7 minutes and change to go in the 3rd quarter. Patriots leading 28-0. Two receivers to the far side of the field, one to the near side. Ellis just behind the line of scrimmage as an H-back. Now he'll move to the right side. Toss sweep goes to Roy to the right side. And he is hit hard by Braden Lude, and he'll gain maybe a yard, if that.
Yeah, it looked like there might be a seam there for about a half second, then about 3 Patriots just converged on him.
So 3rd and goal on the way for this Red Dragon offense. Can they finally find Paydirt and get into the end zone here? Or will the defense for the Patriots shut the door once more? Maxwell flips to the far side of the formation. McCord attaches a tight end to the left side. Ellis in that H-back spot on the right side of the formation. Roy in the backfield with McLean. Handoff, faked handoff. It's McLean keeping it himself, and he's well short of the end zone.
Absolutely nothing doing on that one.
And he gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage. A host of Patriots helping make the stop.
And no real thought process here. You got to go for it.
They've gone for it 2 other times on 4th down already tonight.
When they were not nearly as close as this.
Here we go. One more try for the Red Dragons on this series to get into the end zone. 4th and goal from the 7. McLean in the shotgun, has Roy to his left. McLean going to go with a Tebow-like pass, and it's picked off in the end zone by Solomon Farrell. Farrell going to run it out up to the 5. Really should have just stayed in the end zone with it and gotten the touchback, but still the Patriot defense holds firm, comes up with the interception on 4th and goal. Solomon Farrell with the INT.
Farrell's second
gives the ball
INT.
back to the Patriots.
Yeah, really good job there to heads up, pay attention to what's going on. Kind of the crux of that play is for everyone to commit to that run. But he did a good job of keeping his head up and making that big play to stop the scoring opportunity.
So they mark Farrell down at the 4, give him a 4-yard return on that. Patriot football coming up with 5:15 to go in the third quarter. Remember, you can get a comprehensive coverage of this game and many other games throughout the state by picking up a copy of the weekend edition of the Charleston Gazette-Mail on Saturday, or subscribe today to our digital edition for a special rate of 6 months for just $1 by going to the Gazette-Mail homepage. And you can read all about our game tonight, later on this evening, or later on tomorrow morning, I guess I should say, as we'll have a full recap of this one. Patriot offense going back out 1st and 10 from their own 4. Easily the deepest they've started in their own territory tonight.
Yeah, I think St. Albans definitely needs to watch out for the deep shot here. Tinsley loves to air it out. Last time they were this far down, it ended in a 77-yard touchdown pass to Farrell, whose hands have been all over this game. But, just because they're backed up and in the lead, you got to watch out for maybe a shot or two here in the third quarter.
It'll be Cy Persinger to start the drive at quarterback for the Patriots. Savion Brown back in the backfield for GW once more. It's a tailback spot. Kai Martin and Solomon Farrell, the receivers, split out wide for GW. And then a false start by the Patriots here. That'll back them up half the distance to the goal line, so back to the 2. Well, not the direction you want to head as you begin this drive this deep in your own territory. See how the Patriots respond after this false start. Same formation for GW. Persinger under center. In that offset I formation, handoff goes to Savion Brown. Brown fights his way up the field. Going to cross the 5 and will be brought down at the 7. Give him 5 yards on that carry. It'll set up 2nd down and 7.
123 yards now for Brown on the game with those 2 touchouts.
He's been efficient with his carries,
2 touchdown
too.
catches. Oh, absolutely, yeah. 11 for 143. Simple math, that's well over 10 yards a carry. Making the best of every carry he gets, and obviously being the team's punter too, made a little bit of a bad decision on that one, kept one, but yeah, he'll make up for it.
Toss to him out to the left side of the formation, and he'll be brought down right around the line to gain. Depends on where they spot him. Do have an injured Red Dragon on the turf. Medical staff coming out to see to him really quickly. They're going to take a timeout to see to him. We'll step aside for a short break. We'll be back with more right after this on High School Game Day.
Tudor's Biscuit World breakfast wraps are stuffed with farm fresh goodness like scrambled eggs, real cheese, and golden hash browns. Choose from fully loaded, crispy bacon, or country sausage. Now, introducing Tudor's grilled chicken lunch wraps, zesty ranch, savory southwest, and bold barbecue. All stuffed with tender grilled chicken, lettuce, and Colby Jack cheese. From morning to noon, Tudor's wraps make a delicious meal. Tudor's new grilled chicken wraps are only $4.99 at participating locations for a limited time.
Every day is boot season at Andrews Boots on McCorkle Avenue in St. Albans. Work boots, hunting boots, hiking boots. Whatever kind of boot you need, Andrews Boots has a great selection of top brand boots. Andrews Boots, McCorkle Avenue, St. Albans.
Injured Red Dragon up off the turf. Back underway here in just a moment. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. The 15-yard line. Persinger under center. Hands off to Savion Brown. Brown caught initially from behind, breaks out of that arm tackle, still on his feet, fighting forward, and he'll be close to another first down. And Brown will have the first down, and we have another Red Dragon player down on the turf. They're going to treat him for an injury. Looks like that might just be cramping. We will step aside for another quick break. Patriots lead 28-0, 4:11 to go in the third quarter. We're back with more right after this.
Are you ready to unlock a future filled with remarkable pay, unbeatable benefits, and unparalleled satisfaction? Imagine embarking on a journey that offers you a college-level education without the weight of debt, all while earning a steady income. Look no further than the West Virginia Building and Construction Trades Apprenticeship Programs. Join us, and together, let's build a future that's brighter and stronger. Go to actwv.org to apply today. The West Virginia Building and Construction Trades, where the future is forged.
Red Dragon player able to get up off the turf. First and 10 for the Patriots once again. Handoff goes to Savion Brown, and Brown has a nice gain in front of him across the 40 and has the ball stripped away from him, but it does go out of bounds. Could try there by Camonte Gravely to strip that out of there, but going out toward the sideline. Didn't have a chance to stay in bounds there.
By my count so far, 14 carries for 159 yards for Savion Brown.
He gets up to the 46-yard line. He's going to come out for a moment.
Well, as you alluded to earlier, Adam, certainly looks like Brown is the feature back, but not the only back. Lots of guys in this offense, lots of kind of multi-purpose guys who can get back there, make a couple carries, like Flores right now. Back there getting getting stuffed.
Yeah, getting some miscommunication on that play, it seems, is, well, the Red Dragons blew it up, first of all, but then even Flores and Persinger were out of sync there on that handoff. And Flores is going to be brought down for a loss of 4 on the play, back to the 42-yard line.
Brown coming back in now.
Will, from a Patriot perspective in this game so far, the thing you like about this is you've got your 28-point lead, and you haven't really shown anything offensively just yet in this game that future opponents could necessarily hone in on. A lot of runs for the Patriots so far in this game, only a handful of pass plays.
Yeah, and largely pretty much just off tackles. Patriots doing a lot more of this than they seem to have in the past couple years of switching up their using pre-snap movement to try to suss out what the defense is doing.
Timeout for the Patriots. We'll keep you right here, though, as NGW leads 28-0 over St. Albans in our 2023 season kickoff. Full slate of games still to be played tomorrow across the state in Class 4A, AAA, AA, and Single A. It's still weird saying that GW and those 15 other teams are Quad A schools now, but this is the new thing we're living in West Virginia.
To be honest, the way things kind of moved up and down, who knows if we're going to have Quad A in 5 years? It's hard to tell. But as for this year, we certainly do. As we mentioned, it does create kind of an interesting dynamic where, for those Quad A teams, everybody's in the playoffs. You're just
after the second round of reclassification happened, or the second round of reclassification, I should say, happened. Had a handful of schools 2 different times drop down in play. Class 4A went from 25 teams. There were 28 teams in Class AAA last year. Then they decided, well, we'll make Quad A, and then they adjusted some things, and then there were 25 teams, and now there are 16. As a screen pass goes out to Gunnar Flores, he's unable to hang on to that throw from Persinger out on the flat on the screen, and completion will bring up 3rd down and long for the Patriot offense. But, there also is another new thing this year, Will, in high school football in West Virginia. It's not just the Quad A classification. They also addressed the high scoring that we saw throughout the course of last year. A lot of people had complaints about the scoring rule, where it didn't go into effect until the 4th quarter, where it had to be a 35-point lead for a running clock. Well, they heard you, and they said, okay, we'll make it 42 in the 3rd quarter. So moderately better, but I still don't think that's going to solve the running up the score problems that we saw last year.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we watched some of those more egregious
we had 2
games.
on the hill last year. One of them was between these 2 teams last year back in October when it was 77-0 GW in the final score. And then a few weeks before that, you had South Charleston come here on the hill and get beat 98-7. That wasn't good for either of those teams. All you do at that point is run a risk of getting somebody injured.
Yeah, and at the same time, you can't ask GW or any offense just to simply shut down. That's at that point, what are we doing here?
I mean, midway through the 2nd quarter, they were playing all backups, and the 3rd quarter was pretty much all 3rd-string JV guys and freshmen.
And especially, when we talked about a little bit ago that GW has more consistency than a lot of teams in Kanawha County and beyond. You have kind of that institutional where you can put in that third string and they still know what they're doing and can still score on a team that is really struggling with their own identity, like a lot of the opponents up on the hill did last year.
Patriots looking up top again for Solomon Farrell down the near sideline. That pass is going to go out of bounds. Ultimately, it would have been out of bounds had either of the players in position there to try to catch that ball had they caught it. But falls incomplete. Will bring up 4th and long. And the Patriots will punt it away. Will, I've talked about this with a couple of people too. We talk about the success that the Patriots football team has had over the years, and a lot of that can be accredited to head coach Steve Edwards Jr. and the foundation that has been laid for this team here at George Washington High School. But this is a Patriot athletic base here, athletic group here that has been very successful over the multitude of sports too. And you talk about probably the 3 biggest sports in a lot of people's eyes: football, boys basketball, and girls basketball. And the Patriots have 3 coaches in those sports that have been here over 20 years. You can't say that about a lot of other places across the valley, across the state, across the country, where you have 3 coaches who coach some of those 3 higher profile sports in football, boys, and girls basketball that have been at a school for 20 plus years.
Yeah, especially in the past couple of years, we've seen several relatively big names in the coaching world move between schools when you wouldn't necessarily expect them to make that type of move. Yet, you have, like you said, three kind of anchor sports. With that type of consistency is really hard to see at any level. I mean, let alone higher levels than high school. So, definitely something that goes towards, maintaining kind of a base for yourself that, that everybody knows the standards, everybody knows, kind of what you're doing in the broad sense, year in, year out.
Especially in this day and age of the transfer portal in high school sports here in West Virginia, being able to have that foundation to lean on is very important, I'm sure, to keep guys in the program and to even attract guys from other programs to potentially come to be a part of your program, whatever sport it might be. A great punt there by Savion Brown, one of those guys that took advantage of the transfer portal coming to GW last year from Capital. And a multi-sport athlete for the Patriots, was on the football team last year, albeit injured most of the season. Came off the bench and played for head coach Rick Green's basketball team, and then was part of that state runner-up baseball team as well. First and 10 for the Red Dragons here at their own 10.
Well, has certainly left his mark on this game so far. 14 carries for 159 yards. Those 2 touchdowns, and a great punt there just now.
Handoff goes to Roy, and Roy we bottled up pretty quickly as the Red Dragons have made a change at quarterback with just over 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Reese Lilly in taking snaps now. The junior for the Red Dragons has replaced Deuce McLean, the senior quarterback. St. Albans going to try to see what Reese Lilly can do now. Just over 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Patriots lead 28-0. Lilly going to hand it off to Roy, and Roy quickly bottled up again. Maybe got a yard up to the 11. Trips to the far side of the formation. Lone receiver to the near side is Malcolm Maxwell. Lilly in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Fumbles it into the end zone. Lilly has to pick it up. Can't take the safety, and he'll end up getting tackled in the end zone for a safety. And there's Gunnar Flores coming from his outside linebacker spot to knock him down in the end zone for that safety. 30-0, Patriots with the lead. And then we'll have a free kick here in just a moment, and the Patriot offense will get the football back. The last thing you wanted to see there, especially for a guy who just came in the game. You hate that for Reese Lilly. Just checked in, was going to get his opportunity to potentially show the Red Dragon coaching staff what he can do there at quarterback in a game, and just lost it, I think, coming back to him out of the snap and hit off his hand and went into the end zone.
Yeah, everything's wet out there, even if it hasn't actually rained in a couple hours at this point. It kind of looked like it was maybe over to the side, and he had to make a little bit of adjustment, but went right through his fingers. And then, it's hard to have the wherewithal to get the ball and be able to get it thrown away without potentially putting your team in more danger. So just a tough break there for Lilly.
Quick update from that Independence Herbert Hoover game. In the third quarter now, roughly the same amount of time we have left in this one. 1:37 to go there. Independence leads 30-15 now over the Huskies from Herbert Hoover. But back at this one, the Patriots lead 30-0 after that safety on the tackle from Gunnar Flores. Now we've lined up for the free kick correctly. Had St. Albans and GW flipped there on the field there momentarily. So they're going to reset. The Patriots are set up to return this free kick. As we inch closer to the midnight hour on this Thursday night kickoff between GW and St. Albans. Here's the free kick, and it is going to go out of bounds.
Around the 40, it looked like. Yep, that's where we're going to mark it.
Mark it there at the 40-yard line, and the Patriots will start off with the football in great field position at the Red Dragons' 40-yard line. Hayden Hinkle back out for the Patriot offense this time to take the snaps at quarterback. Patriots have been rotating Hinkle and Persinger this entire game. One drive, and they've been trading on and off, and it hasn't really affected the Patriot offense so far. Still yet to score here in this second half, though. Man goes in motion, fake the handoff. Hinkle will keep it himself. Hinkle with a nice run there inside the 30, down near the 25-yard line on that quarterback keeper. And that is one thing Hayden Hinkle is known for, is his legs. Definitely more of a runner than a throwing quarterback, and has a nice first down gain there of 15 down to the 25. Hadn't really seen him take off like that so far tonight. First long run he's really gotten.
Well, when you have Savion Brown to hand it off to, it's usually your first option if you want to pick up yards on the ground. But good job there to read the option correctly and pick up big 15 yards.
He's going to toss it this time to Savion Brown. Brown cuts it back to the left. Brown trying to find his way to the end zone. Is he there? Yes! Touchdown, Patriots! Savion Brown to the end zone for the third time tonight. Make that.
174 yards, 3 touchdowns so far for that young man. We're not yet to the fourth quarter. Almost, but not quite.
25-yard touchdown run there for Savion Brown. Comes with 38 seconds to go, and what vision by him to see that lane back to the left and cut back across the field and get into the end zone there. Kick is up, and it is good. That's Preston Roach out putting it up and through the uprights. Make it 37-0 Patriots with the lead in the third quarter. We're back with more right after this on High School Game Day. Patriots teeing it up to send it back off to the Red Dragons. Teddy Smith will put boot to ball. A low line drive kick. Bounces off of one of the up men for the Red Dragons, but able to jump right back on top of it and secure it for St. Albans. Red Dragons still looking for their first points of the game. Have gotten inside the red zone twice tonight, but have been unable to capitalize both times.
And at least, they have some positives to work on, as they go forward. It wasn't like this was of course, it looked like it's shaping up to maybe be a shutout. Still plenty of time for them to push it in. But they looked, they looked like they were in this game, and they definitely had some positives as opposed to just being a beatdown.
I would say it looks a lot better than last year's 77-0.
Yeah.
The Patriots have had to work for these 37 points tonight.
Even if Brown does make it just look easy sometimes.
Deuce McClain back in the game at quarterback for the Red Dragons. He'll hand it off to Stotts, and Stotts breaks out a one tackle in the backfield, is able to get across the 35-yard line up to the 36 to pick up of a yard there on that opening carry. Stotts will check out. Back in comes Roy. And that should be the final play of the third quarter, and it is. We'll flip into the field and reset for the fourth quarter. We'll have a running clock for when we come back. That's all up after this on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media.
Serving the area one truck at a time for over 60 years, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is in your neighborhood each and every day working to keep your family warm and comfortable. With cooler days ahead and winter right around the corner, now's the time to schedule your home HVAC system tune-up and preventive maintenance. If you need a new system and received a quote from another company, give Mullen a chance to take a second look. Right now we're offering 0% financing on a new Ream home system and includes a 10-year worry-free warranty. Remember, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call or visit us online today to schedule your appointment at mullenplumbing.com.
West Virginia's only Acura dealer, Lester Raines Acura. Keeping it simple, saving you money. Lester Raines Honda. Consider Lester Raines Mazda for your next vehicle purchase.
Back here at George Washington High School, Steve Edwards Senior Field. Adam Rogers, happy to have you with us this evening. Vance, my color man, having to leave after our 2-hour delay because he's got to go to work at midnight. So he's off to work, and we're plowing through as we get ready to start this fourth quarter of action. Our Media Center crew doing a bang-up job as always. Our producer-director extraordinaire, Ethan Young, doing a bang-up job. Our camera operator up on the press box tonight for us is Peyton Davis, doing a fantastic job as well. McLean under some heavy pressure, and he's going to be wrapped up and brought down finally after two players tried to bring him down. Hunter Giacomo made the initial contact, couldn't finally bring him down. Then get some help from Casey Adkins, finally bringing him down to the ground. 3rd and long on the way for the Red Dragons. 3rd and 16 to be precise, back at their own 29-yard line. Two receivers at the top of the formation, one to the near side. McLean in the shotgun. He'll take the snap and hand it off to Roy. Roy breaks out of a couple of arm tackles. Still on his feet, gets back to the original line of scrimmage and then picks up a little bit more after that. Going to get up to the 40-yard line. That will still be well shy of the first down to gain, and it'll bring up 4th down. So the punt unit will come out for the Red Dragons. Gavin Duncan out to punt things away for St. Albans now. Duncan gets a snap and loses it as he got ready to send it away, able to pick it up, and he is going to be brought down to the ground back at the original line of scrimmage of the 35-yard line. That'll be another turnover on downs by this Red Dragons offense, and the Patriots will come back out 1st and 10 from the St. Albans 35. Cy Persinger out now. Back out at quarterback, and there is an injured Red Dragon on the turf back near midfield. While they see to him, we'll step aside for a quick break. We'll be back with more right after this on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media.
If you need a lawyer, then you need a lawyer who's in it to win it. You need Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. & Ditzler. We have a track record of winning millions for our clients. At Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. & Ditzler, we're in it to win it.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
back here at George Washington High School. Patriots lead 37-0 over the St. Albans Red Dragons. Thanks for joining us this evening and sticking through that rain delay before our game tonight. We appreciate you tuning in to our matchup between the Red Dragons and the Patriots in this Thursday night kickoff game. Cy Persinger in the shotgun. Throws out to the right. Pass is caught by Kai Martin. Martin will dance around and pick up a couple on first down to the 32-yard line. 33-yard line, a 2-yard pickup. Call it second and a long 8. Rather a short 8. Persinger takes a snap, handoff goes to the tailback. This time it is DJ Spencer, and Spencer will dance his way down near the first down marker. Need to get down to the 25, down to the 26. Bring up 3rd and 1. And Patriots with a 37-0 lead here. Oh, excuse me, must have missed the PAT from that try from Preston Roach, and I missed that on my sheet. Five-yard penalty against the Red Dragons. Back them up 5 to give the Patriots a fresh first down. And that clock continues to run in the fourth quarter since the Patriots lead by 35 or more points, up 36-0. Persinger drops back to throw, looking toward the end zone, trying to find Grant Aldrich, and that throw is incomplete out of the back of the end zone. But again, that clock will continue to run despite the incompletion. 2nd and 10 on the way for GW. And with DJ Spencer out there at tailback, it would appear that Savion Brown's night is done. And we had him unofficially for 174 yards, go along with 3 touchdowns. Second and 10, and a delay of game against the Patriots. That'll back them up 5 yards, much to the dismay of offensive coordinator Scott Tinsley. Just over 6 minutes left in this running clock of the fourth quarter. Patriots again leading 36-0 in the season opener. Up next for the Red Dragons, the second of 3 straight road games to open up the season for the new era of head coach Derek Stotts. DJ Spencer breaking a tackle inside the 20, still on his feet. Will pick up the yards lost after that penalty and then some more after that as well. Get down to the 18, a pickup of 7. Set up 3rd and medium for the Patriot offense here to come. That next game for the Red Dragons, again I mentioned, 2nd of 3 straight road games for them to open up the year. It's the battle for the bridge as they'll take on the Nitro Wildcats next week. Then an officials timeout, it looks like. Well, they pointed to him, but 5:13 to go in the fourth quarter. We'll step aside for another break and be back with more right after this.
Tony the Tailor is well known to have the best suits, jackets, and pants anywhere. But our strength is actually our sophisticated casual and sportswear. From Brax pants and Emmanuel Berg sports shirts, Cole Haan and DiBianco shoes, Left Coast tees and Mac jeans, Johnny O sportswear and Len belts, we have what you need to look your best at work or at play. Tony the Tailor, downtown Charleston, or online at bestmastertailor.com.
Both teams back on the field, ready to go after the stoppage in play. 36-0, Patriots lead this one. Just a couple of minutes away from victory number 1 of the season. Unfortunately for St. Albans, I mentioned before we took that quick commercial break that the next game after this one is at Battle for the Bridge against the Nitro Wildcats. Well, after that one, it has a meeting with one of the teams favored for the state title in Class 4A, the Huntington Highlanders. We'll have to go there on September 13th. Screen pass goes out to Grant Aldrich. Aldrich will catch it and turn up field. He'll be brought down inside the 15, still a few yards shy of the first down to gain. Bring up 4th and 3. After a 4-yard pickup by Grant Aldrich. Then the Red Dragons will finally get to host a home game the end of September, September 20th. It will welcome in the Capital Cougars for having their bye day. And then we'll welcome in the Hurricane Redskins the week after that. The field goal try from 32 yards out is up, and it's good for Teddy Smith. So make it 39-0 after Smith's 32-yard field goal. Up next for the Patriots after this one, GW will hit the road, and it will make the trip to John Marshall next week for a 7:30 kickoff. Then the Patriots will be back at home the week after that in week number 3 to welcome in the Cabell Midland Knights. Patriots then hit the road for 2 more games after that game with Cabell Midland. We'll take on South Charleston and Spring Valley, another couple of MSAC teams for the Patriots to start the year. Then they'll follow that up with Capital, Parkersburg, and Riverside, all of those home matchups, and then have their open date October 25th. And then first 2 weeks of November, the Patriots are on the road at Hurricane late in the season and at Woodrow Wilson. The Patriots will be continuing to play for playoff seeding, as all 16 teams in Class Quad A will make the playoffs this year. Kick this time not on the ground, and a line drive shot, though, to the return man. And his number 88, Landon Morris, has returned a couple of kicks tonight. Most of them been line drive worm burners coming right at him. That one, shoulder pad height. He's able to return it decently up to the 40-yard line. Clock moving, just over 2 minutes left to go. We will officially end this one before midnight, folks. Thanks to this running clock. If there wasn't a running clock, though, we'd be well into the midnight hour to wrap up this one. And kudos to all of you for sticking around, waiting for this game to get played, to watch our broadcast tonight. Again, 2-hour delay for us to get started at 9:30 tonight. We're closing in on midnight, so we appreciate all of you out there watching, whether it be on YouTube, Facebook, the HD Media Plus app, Roku TV. There's a multitude of ways to watch our broadcasts, and we appreciate you tuning in to our broadcast tonight. And big kudos to all of the fans as well who stuck out the rain delay and stayed for the entirety of this broadcast. They deserve a round of applause as well. But biggest round of applause tonight for me has to go to my production crew. Again, producer, director extraordinaire Ethan Young doing a fantastic job making sure we could even get this broadcast on the air after the monsoon that came through earlier tonight. And also big kudos to our camera operator, Peyton Davis, doing a great job up there as well for us. 1 minute to go in this one. McLean going to drop back to throw. Pass is caught over on the far side of the field, but going to be just shy of the first down. Ashton Hamilton had to make a sliding catch on his knees there and will slide a yard shy of the first down. It'll make it 3rd and 1. And the Red Dragons, I think, are going to try to get – they are going to have to get another play off before the end of the game. There's about a 10-second differential between play clock and game clock, but it's really just semantics here. McLean going to run the read option, going to try to extend it out toward the sideline, and he is brought down in Patriot territory across the 50-yard line at the 47-yard line, so a first down run for him, but that will be the final play of the game as we do have an injured Patriot on the near sideline who was making that tackle for GW. Hopefully he's all right, just cramps. It took a while for the cramps to set in after the Patriots had to wait 2 hours to play the Red Dragons. Both teams suffered from some cramps, but not nearly as many as we expected to see with how hot it had been throughout this week's the days and weeks leading up to today's game. But the rain came through, cooled things off a little bit, and the Patriots and Red Dragons were finally able to play this one 2 hours later. But at the end of this one, it's the Patriots winning 39-0 over the St. Albans Red Dragons. The Patriots will improve to 1-0 on the early season. The Red Dragons fall to 0-1. And again, if the road trip continues for St. Albans next week, there'll be a short road trip just across the bridge in the battle for the bridge, taking on the Nitro Wildcats. Patriots on the road next week as well. They'll travel to John Marshall. That does it for us this evening here at George Washington High School. Be sure to tune in tomorrow as we'll have coverage of the Ripley Vikings taking on the South Charleston Black Eagles. Ethan Young gets to go back to the office, dry out all this equipment, and unpack it all just to pack it all back up again and bring it to South Charleston tomorrow. We appreciate him, as always. Does a great job, and he's doing it all tonight in soaked socks. So appreciate him tonight. Definitely does not get paid enough, if I don't say so myself. Also, big kudos, again, as I mentioned, to our cameraman, Peyton Davis, and appreciate you, our viewers, for watching our broadcast tonight. Thank you for sticking with us through all of our technical issues that we dealt with, but that monsoon came in and royally messed up a lot of our stuff, so we appreciate you sticking with us and appreciate my crew for getting everything squared away so we can get this game on for you tonight. Big thanks to my color guy, Will Vance. Had to leave to go to work. He's there in time for work. He wouldn't have been if he'd have stuck around, though. So appreciate him tonight, and he'll be with me throughout the rest of the season as well. That'll do it for us here at George Washington High School. Patriots with a win 39-0. We'll see you next week. They'll see you tomorrow at South Charleston High School for Vikings and Black Eagles on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media.